I was a juvenile probation officer at the time, and I was sitting in the courthouse up here waiting to see the judge about a special case we had set with the youth. And while I was sitting there, they brought in, as I explained this, I'm not really good at double entendres and double meanings, so really, if you pick up a book, and that's what I think all good art is accessible first above all else. Because if you read it and don't get it, and it's just because it's so cryptic, it doesn't do anything for anybody. But it's no symbolism here. I was sitting in this courtroom and I was watching how this family had come in and everything. You ever been in a room and you feel the sadness? There's so much grief or joy in there that you literally begin to feel it. This weight came over me, and I could see a policeman sitting on this side of the court, closest to me, and he was staring at his shoes. And on the other side, there's a big family waiting there. And then they brought this prisoner in, where they've got him chained to his wrists and to his ankles, and then chained in between as he's cheeking in there. And I got the bailiff. I was like, what's all this going on? And what had happened is, this guy they brought in about 20 to 25 years ago had been addicted to drugs and killed his parents when they'd come home to rob them. And his family had come in all these years later. It wasn't a hearing, it was something they had brought him back specially for to send him back to prison. But the family came to make sure that they sent him back and put him in that cage. They weren't angry, you didn't get the feeling they were vengeful, it was just still that pain of something so awful. And the bailiff kind of told me the story so I understand what was going on, and the way I interpreted it came out in Murderer Return. The courtroom cradles a crowd held in place by macabre fascination. Old women hiss about bad blood. A preacher skulks in the back. Many seem to hold their breath, anticipating agony. Apparently, this gossiping sewing circle gathers this afternoon to share the room with a beast. The bailiff points to a family that files in with hopes to find their fiend still rotting. The maniac's son is a policeman. He's away from the others, silent, slump-shouldered, thick hands clenched. Zipped up in inmate orange, the murderer, an old chaperoned baboon, chink, chink, chinks to center stage. Grunting, smelling the sad, sick air, the prisoner peers out and sees me spy his condition. He is an uncomplicated, ruddy skull. I stare at the product of an addicted end and feel nothing. Lawyers nod, whisper. The judge is satisfied, and then the bones are led away. A reporter skips out. Friends, unnerved, chuckle nervously. The policeman remains in his seat. He's a boy disinherited. Again, the heavy son is slump-shouldered, thick hands no longer clenched. And I bet it's because the boy let his daddy go.